I'm sure you've heard of the dialogue Tariq pe Tariq, Tariq pe Tariq. We have like 5 crore cases pending in India.
Getting more judges, is that a solution or it's more complex than that?
If you remember, that was the same time when our former Chief Justice of India, he teared up, cried in front of Prime Minister Modi, saying that we are not superhumans. You can't expect us to take this backlog of like crores of cases. It has been identified that there are an estimate of 50 crore cases which are not even filed.
So when you say see you in court, it's just a dhamki.
They think I'm a lawyer who's never seen the inside of a court. So what kind of lawyer is she?
Each case takes average of 36 months and it can go up to 10 years.
So you're like the quick commerce of legal system.
If you're going to be able to buy a service in 3 clicks, resolve your dispute also in 3 clicks.
We felt like, what's the point of studying law if this, whatever service we do is not even accessible to anybody? We love the problem we are working on. There is no doubt.
Suljhao magar.
Pyar se. So Pranjal, Akshita, welcome to Jar Exchange.
Thanks.
I was about to say welcome to Shark Tank. I don't know why. Do they wait for the music to turn off? Because it's like no.
Yeah, it like
That's how it
dies
is.
down.
It dies down, yeah.
Okay, but thank you so much for joining us, and let's start with your favorite topic. Tell us about the legal system landscape in India. I have read 326 years to solve all the cases if we are at the present speed. Tell me the numbers. Where are we? What is happening?
So I think like give you an overview, right? It's not even, it's actually 464 years.
Oh,
And you have, I'm sure you've heard of the dialogue Tariq pe Tariq, that Sunny Deol movie, Damini.
That should be the name of the episode.
Yeah, that community. It came in 1993, that movie. It is still a reality in 2024. We have like 5 crore cases pending in India. Each case takes average of 36 months and it can go up to 10 years. Like that's common. You end up spending, if you have a case of 100 rupees, you spend up 31 rupees to get the judgment. Not the resolution, but just to get the judgment. It will take us 464
What do
days.
you mean? Sorry, 31 rupees for the lawyer fees and all yours.
Everything. अगर आपका 100 रुपए का केस है, you end up spending 31 rupees to reach the judgment stage. Whether that judgment will be enforced or not, that's secondary. That is a nightmare in itself. Ki getting the actual enforcement of the judgment. There are some 50 crore cases. It has been identified that there are an estimate of 50 crore cases which are not even filed. So people like my parents, they'll never file a case. My mom, dad, because it's not worth the time, money, energy. Time, money is one thing. Like we have gone through personally legal disputes. You are willing to pay the money, but give me like a solution. Ki this case, ye solve ho jayega aapka 2 mahine mein. You will get a judgment. There's no certainty. There's no solution.
So when you say see you in court, it's just a dhamki.
It is
Don't
a,
go to
it
court.
is it is a dhamki, and yeah, that's what. So a lot of people don't file cases, and that's the estimated 50 crore. The judicial system it has seen the least innovation in the last 200 years. You compare to a fintech, you compare to a health sector, education sector, they have seen a lot of tech innovation, disruption. But justice sector mein utna innovation has not happened. So that is sort of the overview. It's said that Indian courts, in the last 1 year, they almost collected 8,000 to 10,000 crores in court fees. And court fees is the fee you pay to register your case. This does not include your lawyers.
How much you said?
10,000 crores. This does not include your lawyers, stamping, etc. So the court fees is also really going up. So it's becoming like a disincentive to even register your cases in court. And I think this is the sort of the context of the pain point. People don't like lawyers because the perception is not very positive. So I think that's the sort of the context of the pain point was that it's a very, like, resolving disputes in India is extremely painful.
Is it getting more judges? Is that a solution or it's more complex than that? So we were reading a number of 21 judges per million people is the ratio in India, and it was supposed to be 50 per million long back. I don't know how it is compared to other countries, but more judges is the solution, or there's some other flaws in the system?
Adding more judges, I think is not that simplistic. As in, I think that's one level to
You
it.
should.
Yeah.
Add,
As in,
please add.
But
Yeah,
the
but
thing
if
is,
lawyers do startups, how will they?
they also said, like, the funny thing was, like, they wanted to add the judges, but there were not enough physical courtrooms. So even if you have judges, where will you put them? So their physical infrastructure also needs to grow accordingly. But our belief is more deeper. We feel the principle itself of adversarial system, that if you and I have a dispute and we are both different human beings, we're wearing same clothes, but we are different human beings. So, and we'll have different perspectives. The adversarial system relies on the fact that there will be one winner or one loser. Now, if I lose, I appeal. So that's the adversarial system of courts. We don't believe in that. We believe that a conflict is a very normal, natural thing. Two people are different. We can talk, use dialogue and reach a common ground, reach a settlement. So we believe in collaborative dispute resolution system. So that's why our tagline is also Suljhao Magar Pyar Se. We still really believe in that, and I feel India has always been doing that. Like we had a concept of panchayats, community mediation. They say Mahabharata was the first mediation. Lord Krishna tried to mediate. Didn't happen. Mahabharata happened. But it was an attempt. When we used to have disputes in family, we used to go to the elders of the family to talk and settle. Going to court was in fact considered a blot on one's reputation. So, but then the whole Anglo-Saxon system of courts came in and this whole adversarial system. So, one is you can focus on making the adversarial system more efficient by adding more judges, etc. One is you change the core philosophy that if you have a dispute, let's first talk settlement. If you don't settle, or if they are very heinous cases like serious crimes, those should go to court. But otherwise, you should talk, use dialogue, use baatcheet, suljhao magar pyar se. That's the intent.
And the concept of efficiency, right? Like, we're in India, and like we're big fans of India, okay? Like we're the land of UPI, we're the land of Aadhaar, and leave the political side of it, but just to be able to ID every single person here, you think of it as a project, 100%. UPI, like there's so much efficiency in processes. We need to stop being okay with the fact that, but when it comes to my case, I'll spend like the next 100 years and pass this on to my kids as like some sort of heirloom.
Legacy, yeah.
So the efficiency part of it, like if you're going to be able to buy a service in 3 clicks, like resolve your dispute also in 3 clicks, like we have to start being okay with one, it's our right to be able to solve disputes.
So like the quick commerce of legal system, right? 10 minutes mein, it's like something like that, right? So,
in some of your disputes, honestly, should just be solved that quickly.
Yeah.
And the other thing is like disputes are nuanced. There is half your disputes, the issue is it's a property matter, but ultimately both the chachas just have a huge ego battle going on, right? Like, and that is the crux of the dispute.
Yeah.
So it's nuanced, but the time really has come that your legal disputes should be resolved collaboratively and efficiently. Like that cannot be the only thing in our lives that we're willing to stand in lines and wait 10 years. And
so what happened in your life that you wanted to take this up, like when you were studying, or something, a personal experience, anecdote which led, no, we will change this industry, or what's it?
We had a lecture in college by this former Supreme Court judge. He's also the first Lokpal of India, Justice Pinaki Chandra Ghosh. And he had come to college and he was saying judges are doing this, doing that, etc. And once his speech was done, I stood up and my question to him was that it's such a huge backlog of cases. Why do you judges have winter vacations? Why do you have summer vacations? Why do you have Durga Puja break? He looked at me and he's like sort of smiled at me at my ignorance and at a very media perception of the judiciary. He was saying that, do you know the reality of a life of a judge in India? He said, let me tell you. He said, we don't have a life. He said, like, he spoke about the judge to population ratio, how tremendously understaffed they are. The fact that, in Calcutta High Court, he was there and he used to like deal with like some 150 odd matters in 6 hours, which is like 5-6 minutes per matter. Then vacation benches and Saturday, Sundays just writing judgments. They can't attend social events. So like the life is very tough, and fully he broke it down. And then I got a little like taken aback, and I was like, okay, so I was like, okay, how can we help the courts? And he said, Pranjal, don't come to court. He said, Pranjal, don't come to court. Do your out-of-court settlement and try to leverage technology, how every sector is doing. So I think this was 2015, and I felt like, and that time there was a lot of talk around this. If you remember, that was the same time when our former Chief Justice of India, he teared up, cried in front of Prime Minister Modi, saying that we are not superhumans. You can't expect us to take this backlog of like crores of cases. Like we need more support, we need more judges, all those things. And it created a lot of like a Chief Justice sort of tearing up. So I think And we felt like, what is the point of studying law if this whatever service we do is not even accessible to anybody? Like, so we thought, okay, let's start working on this pain point out of court settlement, fully online. The concept's called ODR, online dispute resolution. It's already there in foreign countries. If you look at US, only 2% of the cases go to trial. They were like startup weekends which were happening at IIM Calcutta. Google used to hold these startup weekends. So we pitched this idea there, and we won that competition. So we felt that there is some validation to this approach which we are thinking of. So we made like a platform, and but first it was called iJustice that time. Okay. But first 3 years we got no case. We got one case. We got no cases, but then we got one case.
You were in college at that.
We were in college.
Like a college project.
Yeah, but we were thinking it's a big problem, and we have a platform. We have mediators also. We'll do out of court settlement online, but no case is coming. And one case came. My brother only filed that case to show support. That also we were not able to solve. So it was, and then we were realizing, like as in it was hitting us gradually that this platform is one thing, building a online dispute resolution platform, but people don't know.
Yeah.
Like there's a statistic that 54% of the people in India don't even know ADR, which is alternative dispute resolution, or mediation exists. That's where I think Akshita also jumped in, like if you can, the whole mediation journey.
So at this point, like we were in the same class in college, but never spoken, nothing. I was fully into like music, and I was literally thought I'll drop out of law school by my second year.
You should have. That would have made a better startup story.
And there was no concept of, like, I never thought, oh, I'm going to become an entrepreneur. That was never in my mind. It was either I'll do law or do music professionally. Came to law school because I thought, okay, I have this whole I will help everyone. I want to, ever since I was a kid. I think school played a huge role. And then my last 2 years of school, I was in a KFI school. So then I got even more into like Seva is the way to go.
What's a KFI?
Krishnamurti. Like I was in, it's like an alternative school. And then I came to law school. It was so cutthroat. It was like insane. And I was like, okay, fine. Law school was nothing like I thought it would be. I felt like they're teaching you the law, telling you the loopholes, and being like... So I was like, okay, this is really not what I thought. I should have done more homework. But I was so like, this is not it for me. Went home, auditioned for a reality show, got through to the live rounds. But I had to skip 2 months of college if I had to shoot for that. And then a 5-year course would become 6. So I was damn confused. Went home, asked my parents if I can drop out. They were like, do whatever, do it properly. But coincidentally, that year, as a favor to a friend, I joined a mediation accreditation course. And I can't tell you, everything just clicked for me there. Like, it was so first time someone's talking about, like, emotional quotient. First time someone's, like, talking, like, it matters. There's a human being behind the dispute. Like, you can't just resolve it. Like, you can't wave a wand and just resolve it. And that day, I went home. I, like, called home and I was like, hey, if I do law and finish it, it'll be in mediation. Everyone's going to tell you one thing. There's no money in it. People are going to think this is, like, charity work. I'll probably be in an NGO or something. But this is it.
What is mediation?
So mediation is a alternative form of dispute resolution where there is no judge who will read out the facts and then tell you you are right and you are wrong.
Okay.
Mediation just allows the parties to take the conversation forward, and you just facilitate a conversation between them. And then there's so many options. You can have like creative settlements, and it fully takes into consideration how you're feeling, how you view the dispute, what do you feel about this.
And who's the mediator?
Like a mediator, like who can be a mediator? Usually sometimes a trained lawyer. You have like full-time mediators who like literally study this. So you study the psychology of conflict and you know the law and stuff like that. Generally, it's like senior experts. Honestly, anyone, like we keep saying, like leave these like senior lawyers. No hate to any lawyers. But I'll give it to you in writing. Our moms will solve most of these disputes that come to Sama so fast.
So, on Truck, Dekho Magar Pyar Se is written. So we took from that. And it is that. Like, we want to add compassion to the justice system. Pyar se collaborate karo and use technology and with ease settle it. So we started doing that, creating awareness, Nukkad Natak, she's singing, distributing pamphlets. So one of the volunteers, her dad was a CSR head in a very large mining company. And he was like, what are you doing? This is distributing pamphlets. And she's like, this mediation we are doing. He was like, okay, he said एक बार meeting एक बार मिलवाना प्रांजल से, मतलब ऐसे ही informally. So this large mining dispute had like a huge dispute where they wanted to acquire a piece of land. Okay. 500 families are staying on that land. उसके अंदर बहुत mineral potential है. But 500 families are staying and they have been staying for a while. So in India, if you want to acquire a piece of land, these companies generally use gundas and goons. Like it's a very adversarial approach.
It's not the legal way, it's just a common practice.
Common practice which we
That's
have.
the reality.
Yeah.
That's how that-
So he spoke to us, and then apparently there are mediators who specialize in this. The process is called R&R, rehabilitation resettlement. So fortunately we spoke, and he was like, okay, let's explore. Then we took our mediators, went to, this was like a village in Western India, so we went there and we gave a presentation to this mining company that we can do it, we can help you solve this matter without engaging any adversarial methods. And they were like, elections are coming in 12 months. Please, if you can do it, because if you don't delay it, it will become a part of the election agenda, and this will be very tough to solve. So the mediators, we stayed in that village for 9 months. Okay?
Seriously?
Yeah, and we were
For one case?
This was one case. The budget was 500 crores. The settlement happened with each family for 200
Budget for you?
crores. For a dispute.
Okay.
Budget for a dispute.
Why
As in,
did you go to Shark Tank?
no,
No, no, no.
the
mining
dispute,
company.
the dispute budget for all the 500 families, because they are either used to using gundas or goons, or they feel give 10 lakhs to every family and they will leave. But a person who has never seen 10 lakhs in his life, you give him 10 lakhs, he will spend 9 lakhs on a car and next day ask you for fuel money, because they're not used to wealth management, etc. Right? So, and that was, so the mediator stayed in that village and they were able to negotiate a settlement between that mining company and each family. Each family had different requirements. And that's when you spend time with them, you understand their requirements. They had a budget of 500 crores overall for all the 500 families. They were able to settle in 200 crores. Our mediators made 50 lakhs. We made 2.5 lakhs. That was our first invoice ever in life. But that, and we were in our 4th year of college. We were like 20 years
And
old.
every family was settled. Like,
Yeah. And they all moved from that land 5 kilometers away. They all rehabilitated, shifted. And some families were like, can my son get a job in your company? My daughter wants to study in this university. Can you pay for it? So every
At
they
the
don't.
end of it, it just seems like, why wasn't it done that way, right?
Yeah.
I
it
could just
feels
talk
like, oh my god, it would be so much easier if you could slap one umbrella law and just like
Yeah.
say it's solved. But it's not. It's going to pop up again and again.
People have different requirements. Like their underlying interests are different. So you have to a mediator's job is to understand their interest, convey it, and like sort of help.
So
them.
you're not naming the company. Yeah. No, but this is big. I mean, this was your. So after this, you realized that this works. is it?
This gives us confidence, yeah, that even in big matters, this is it. This is powerful. Like this process is powerful. Like लोगों को लगता है क्या करवाते हैं लोग बातचीत करते हैं बस उसका पैसा. But that's not, like you are understanding that settlement happened and then settlement got enforced. And money cost savings, right? For that
Yeah,
company who had a budget, legal cost savings were tremendous. And so that was in our 4th year, sort of. So that gave us a lot of confidence. When you're asking what is mediation, this in essence is what we did. And then I think 2019, etc. This we can name. ICICI Bank did a open challenge, sort of a tender you can think of, where it's called the EADR challenge. It's in the news, etc. Where they said that we are looking for an ODR company who can handle like 10,000 disputes, and we'll give them advance payment. So this was like quite a progressive move from them, because in abroad this was done by eBay. Yeah, we just like we really
Ignorance
love the
is bliss,
Yeah,
huh?
we love the problem we are working on. There is no doubt. I think this whole idea of like bringing compassion to justice, out of court settlement. Even if whether like we get the client or not, we'll keep working.
आप
on
बात भी ऐसे करते हो मुझे लग नहीं रहा कि मैं लॉयर से बात कर रहा हूँ
And even the way we got to know about it. So one thing that helped was we ran one of the largest access to justice student campaigns when we were in college. So by then a lot of noise and buzz was there. Lawyers knew about us. Every law school knew about us. And then one of the volunteers came to the library and said, have you seen this link? Someone wants, I think it's what you guys are trying to do. And then we saw the requirements and we were like, so cute. We've actually done few of these things. Okay, let's just do it and go for dinner. Like it was literally like that, you know. I think they held a couple of mixers also for you where you can attend and meet the other people. We didn't even see that email. We just directly went. I feel like had we gone there, we might have been like, whoa, okay, like this is some like heavy
perks
duty
of being
stuff.
in college and building maybe no
Maybe.
Yeah, I guess the mindset was also like
And so someone would have asked to build after calls would have been damn tough because the expectations are different.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I think that's
Even the risk-taking appetite is like
Yeah.
way more than because you
So
know
you
it'll
won
go
that.
back.
so we won that challenge, and that was our because when we were
Arriving
distributing
moment.
because when we were distributing pamphlets, we were trying to build a consumer-facing model, which was not working out because you can come to me with a dispute. But if you have a dispute with your whatever, someone else, brother, sister, how will I bring that person onto my platform? With enterprises, the help is that enterprise, if they decide to put a somehow clause in their contracts, I in one go get all their customers. So enterprise facing model is much more effective. So when the bank sort of this we won that and they adopted us. So that really helped. Now in the clauses itself, it says that if there's a dispute, we'll go to ODR via SAMA and we'll try to settle it in 21 days. If it doesn't work, we'll do arbitration. So the enterprise facing model has picked up since then. Yeah.
So tell me, what kind of cases come through? He said 10,000 cases is what they were
Yeah.
giving. What are these typically? What are these cases that come from bank? It's like
Yeah.
credit card default. What is it? I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
So yeah.
So just a few things to clarify here is one, our job is like we don't represent either side.
Yeah.
We're an independent institution that comes in and sort of helps out. Two, this lenders don't care. Like that was the first thing, right? The lenders don't care approach. How far does it take you? At the end, if your plan is I don't care that your wife is no longer there, I'll see you. I'm going to go to court and then get an order which requires you to pay the money to me, which we all knew in the first place anyway, right? Someone who doesn't have money and you say you need to pay. So that approach just doesn't work. And you have a complete like non-performing asset, like entire diary that you need to work on. So this approach made way more sense. And some of the like, what are some of the things that you're listening to, right? Genuinely, they've lost their job and they have proof to show. It's because the company laid off because of COVID, or it's things like we got during the pandemic. It was like
Yeah, yeah,
literally insane. Like it was my first bout of like panic attacks of just even listening to people like this, right? Which is, I have lost my mother, father, and my sister. It is just me right now. Clearing this loan is really not my first priority. Things like this. How often can a large enterprise also on such a nuanced level get this kind of information from them? So the minute you're able to sort of like at scale systemize this process, there's so many sort of creative solutions that are coming out. And this is not to say that, oh my god, like now banks are just SA settling, or it's all within your RBI regulated policies. You're just sort of humanizing the process a little more, giving a little more like one-on-one attention and finding out, acha, what is the real issue? Like,
If not for Sama, what would have happened? This would have gone to court?
the end
So they
result would
have
have been court.
they have a retail litigation thing which is going to court. They also simultaneously have their collection agencies, which also keeps running. So the collection agency process can be adversarial, and the court process takes a lot of time. So for them, if you are fully looking for a bank perspective, they are looking at time. Okay, if you would have gone to court or a debt recovery tribunal, etc., it would have taken us 36 months. In Sama, in 3 months, either we'll get a settlement or we'll get a order from Sama. So that is for a fully guaranteed. If they would have gone to court, they would have ended up spending 31% of the total amount on court process. At Sama, they are spending around 1 to 2% of the total amount. So cost saving is there. For them, they also feel that this is a very good way to sort of create awareness amongst their customers, saying that, a default has happened. Now we are giving you an opportunity, let's settle it. If you don't, we'll do the order approach. So that opportunity is also sort of given to the customer, because a lot of time customers don't even understand how their credit card bill went up to that much. So that kind of education also happens from the mediators, etc. So if even are there offline collection agencies or the court processes, that's all.
And these enterprises know, the more we've worked with a lot of these large enterprises, whether it's banks, e-commerce, sometimes they get a bad rep just by the fact that they are giants, in the sense like collection agencies, they don't have that much power over what is finally really said. So you'll constantly hear stories of someone came and spoke to me in front of my wife like this. It was absolutely uncalled for. And the other thing which a lot of people forget, and we really politely need to remind them, is you had a contract with the bank that you're going to get this much money, and your end of the contract was to pay them back. So, we can't forget that they've actually fulfilled their side of the contract, if you were to just think of them as one person. So just sort of, sometimes I feel like they do get a bad rep, which is why a legal literacy tool like this also humanizes large enterprises. The fact that we're like, hey, it's
So
like,
many times
we're
the
so
banks
happy
are
to tell you.
banks are custodians of public money, so we have to figure out how can that come back? Now your situation doesn't allow for that. So can we figure out some sort of a common resolution?
Got it.
So yeah.
And there's a lot of shame and embarrassment around these kind of disputes.
That is where the EQ comes in.
Yeah,
comes
that
in,
is
yeah.
exactly your first 5 minutes of that call is so important.
Okay, so banking industry is one. So in total, how many cases have you solved?
So we
Solved,
have,
matlab, what do you say, solved? Settled?
so we have, our platform has seen more than 2 crore cases in the last 3 to 4 years. Out of those 2 crore cases, some 1 crore cases where was contactability was there with the customers. Out of those 1 crore, we have seen almost 35 lakh cases getting settled. These 35 lakh cases include it starts from your challan cases, motor vehicle disputes to insurance cases, to like family disputes in Madhya Pradesh. You go to any police thana in MP, they will say, before filing an FIR, why don't you try Sama?
Seriously?
Yeah, because
Beautiful project.
beautiful.
But that's as an individual also I can come to you?
individual, yeah. So this we partnered with, but we didn't go to the consumer. We partnered with the police stations.
तो पुलिस स्टेशन के बाहर बोर्ड लगा दो पहले यहाँ
They
पे
have हमारा scanner है.
Every single Mahila
Seriously?
Thana had a QR code which said before you file the FIR, if you want a.
Because it's a task to file an FIR in India is what I've heard, right? It's very
It's a
difficult.
task to file an
It
FIR
is.
more than, and we are saying before filing an FIR, why don't you talk settlement? Because filing an FIR against a family member, you're making a very private issue very public. People don't want to. Also, a lot of these people, like if you go to these police thanas MP, there's some 52 districts, 1,000 police thanas there. Huge lines outside the police thanas. Wives probably just want the husband to be scolded by the police officer. She does not want to file the FIR. They expect the police officer to do the counseling. But police officers are not counselors. Their job is investigation or filing FIRs for that matter, right? But so we said, why don't you delegate this part of your function to us? We are professional in counseling, mediating, doing all that. And the DGP there, she was a champion. Like she adopted this project and she sort of launched it. And we got some like 10,000 cases in a month, and 4,000 cases were settled.
And there the timeline was 7 days.
7 days.
Because in case it was a dangerous case or something like that, we were like, try it for 7 days and otherwise move
Yeah.
forward with.
And we give a report. This is a sensitive case. Maybe FIR should be filed, and security should be given. All those things. But most cases again, family hai. Baatcheet karke we can make them reach a settlement.
And again, the learning there was most of your public, you assume, okay, lawyers, courts may, that's where the disputes arise. Public actually go to the cops as soon as they have an issue.
yeah.
So it was a very smart place for us to be placed.
Like we have seen like family disputes, insurance cases, banking sector is a low hanging fruit for us. It's a very early adopter. And
E-commerce, payment
e-commerce disputes.
What is it? Cash on delivery not paid. I mean,
E-commerce is like like Snapdeal did a very public project with us, and where they had consumer disputes against them pending, and they were like, we want to get that settled and withdrawn. So they referred the cases to us, and almost 50% of the cases we were able to settle and withdrawn from forums against them. Cases pending for 2 years.
This was also a fun project because this was the public having issues with an enterprise, right? So bringing the other person on the table was not very tough because the enterprise was willing. These guys were willingly filing. So there it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's also the lengths to which people will fight. Like
For like a 2,000 rupees pen drive, they're fighting for 2 years.
I bought a chappal, but the wrong chappal came. I'm like, you've
Tell
ended
me
up
more.
in
This is
the
fun.
you ended up in the consumer
You should
court. I
create
ordered
a
a
bot
Mac and
on
only the
Twitter.
box came.
You should create a bot on Twitter as soon as someone tags a company for something, it should be okay, redirect to Sama, and that's how you will get your
Ooh,
clients. No?
nice.
From a business angle, what's the market here? It just seems huge. Is
The
there data?
OEM
How many cases are filed in India per year? And
Yeah. 17 lakh cases are filed every month. New cases in courts
in India.
in India.
Okay.
So that's
And you're
almost like-
saying when you said 5 crores are pending and 50 crore are not yet filed, so if
Yeah.
17 lakhs are filed, which means 17 into 10, 170 lakh
around-
might not be filed.
Yeah, so these are new cases which are getting filed every month across all our high courts, district courts, forums, etc. 5 crore cases are already pending, logged in. They're like pending for the last 2-3 years, and 50 crore cases are people have. They're not filing it because they either don't have the money or the time and energy for that. So then 70 lakh new cases get filed every month. So that is our intention. Now 60% of them are civil cases, which is mostly a commercial. The remaining 40% are criminal, but those criminal also are mostly civil. People just bring a criminal angle so that it's taken seriously. As को jail में डलवा देते हैं उस type से. That's the intent. So we feel unless a case is like a murder, like a non-compoundable criminal case, बाकी सारे cases में आप you should at least attempt settlement. Mediation should be the first. And it has happened, like Indian Commercial Courts Act has come, which has made mediation mandatory, which says that any commercial dispute, you have to try mediation first. You have to talk settlement. If it doesn't work, then you go to court.
Or they can be where in a court the judge says कि यार समा पे चले जाओ यहाँ क्यों आए हो.
That day, I'm just like a fly.
Are you eating up judges? Courts, like lawyers' business? Like, do you get that?
It's a common misconception. Initially when we started, one of the things people said was, "Are you attacking the bread and butter of lawyers?" One, there are just so many disputes in India. I don't think anyone can attack anyone. But two, like literally, there are now 3,000 plus lawyers with Sama. Like it's demand creation for lawyers. As long as you're able to adapt to Suljhao Magar Pyar Se. Because your payment also doesn't get delayed. We are in charge of making sure you get paid. So that switch we've seen now.
So you go back to your own college and hire more lawyers. Huh?
In fact, it was funny, like when we started this whole ADR ka full form, we used to ask, and a lot of lawyers were like, this ADR is like alarming drop in revenue for us. And when we did these Nukkad Nataks, we used to go to the courts, and like during lunchtime, we're like, मतलब ढोल लेके और चुनी उनी पहन के ऐसे जा रहे हैं, and we are saying that, you know. And we are doing a street play on mediation, sort of creating awareness about mediation. We are ending the play, and we are seeing the circle is becoming smaller around us as we are ending the play. And we're like, lawyers are like circling, okay? And then they stop the play. It's like, how dare you come to court and attack our bread and butter in front of our clients? Who are you? What is this? Etc. And they're scolding. They're getting like, nah, I'm angry. Side में एक volunteer is distributing pamphlets. We got 9 cases
Smart
that day.
guy.
But the perception was that. But what we are trying to say is that, but there are also lawyers who say that by virtue of mediating, I'm able to close the case faster. I'm able to raise my invoice faster.
Yeah.
I
They can
don't-
get more cases.
They
that
can
way.
get more cases. I don't want to be a lawyer who's getting dates stuck in the physical court. मेरे को नहीं करना. मतलब it's very strenuous for me. Now sitting in Lucknow, sitting in these tier 2 districts, I can handle cases from tier 1 cities, ODR platforms say. So it is becoming like an additional source of revenue. And we are saying charge more than litigation because you are providing a better quality solution. You're solving the case faster. You're preserving their relationship. Charge double your litigation fees. So a lot of these lawyers like charge consultancy fee, which is higher if they are doing the whole mediation recommendation bit. So there is a better, like this perception was there, but I feel like now a lot of them are adopting this.
And the fact that in ODR, geography is not an issue anymore
Yeah.
is a big win because traditionally, if you're a lawyer from Chennai, you will only serve in the courts of Chennai.
Yeah.
But now we're saying sit in Chennai and solve a case from Delhi. So your own practice is now like
Growing, yeah.
pretty big,
Yeah.
expansive.
Got it. So, why Shark Tank? How did it happen? Like, you planned it or you just... like, it happened?
Zero planning. To be very honest, I didn't even know we had applied for Shark Tank. I was just chilling.
Yeah. I was actually applying for my mother. I was trying to fill her form. And I thought, let's side me apply. We are enterprise facing, so it's not like we want to come in a consumer phase. But at the same time, people don't know ODR. We feel there's a responsibility to create the category, create that education around. So we thought, let's just apply. Let's see. And they had their bunch of rounds. Slowly, we started clearing the rounds. And then we realized, okay, now they're calling us to Bombay. And that's in, like, I think just one round before that, we sort of
Yeah, the
discussed.
round before that, Pranjal was like, see this email? And it was like, congratulations, you're going to the next round. I was like, since when? But even there, I think, again, I feel just being naive and just taking each step at a time and moving forward. Even when we went
This
for the
seems like your
pre-audition.
playbook, doesn't it? Everything happens like that.
And I
then
think the funny thing about this playbook is you can't be intentionally naive. You just need to exist like that. So we took each round. We were like, there was no like TV pe aana hai. It was just like, let's go. It was like,
No, I was talking the other way around. It seems like your playbook that you do everything and then you come and say, wo ho gaya.
oh, no. If you just
It's like
hang out with
intentional naiveness.
us, if you hang out with us, you'll know we were like fully like
Because
out
we
of it.
actually didn't have lot of incentive because we were like, Shark Tank is great for products.
Yeah.
No,
Isn't
trust
the-
building happens for other
trust building
enterprise,
up, yeah.
right?
For sure. I think that's why then we were like, "Okay, slowly there is a angle." We were also it's the whole ODR concept is very technical, so we didn't know whether we'll fit the shows.
I was very scared the shows in Hindi. That was my biggest fear. ODR being technical.
And South and all
still-
people are not very aware of Shark Tank. Huh? Like it's more in the north side.
Yeah,
I
my
felt.
parents like downloaded the app only because like we were coming.
On the other side, my family has watched every single episode since season 1. They're huge fans of the.
No, it's become a household name. But tell me
Yeah.
about the experience, overall experience. How was it?
Yeah, so then so we got through and then we were called to Bombay and there was the 2 minutes speech. You can prepare that fully. That's why you're like an uninterrupted sort of speech. So we prepared that speech and they gave us feedback on that, all those things. So yeah, then on that day we entered the tank, as they say, and with a 2-minute prepared speech. And
That's a vibe though. That
yeah, this,
entry is.
yeah.
It was way bigger than you expect, so you get it and you're
Yeah,
like,
the set
"Oh,
is
damn."
beautiful. Like we felt that. Yeah, and man, they have a tough life. We were just thinking that God, like this
Yeah.
life is not easy. Like sort of, so many contestants are there, coordinating with everybody, etc. We are just one of the many. Yeah, and that's what I think. Then the show, we were like
One of the
personally.
very few who got no negative comments, like kind of an all shark.
Yeah,
Very,
Yeah.
very nice.
I was
nice
very nervous.
experience
कि-
in the sense
yeah.
that कुछ हुआ ही नहीं इसके अंदर.
I was very nervous. मजाक नहीं होना चाहिए. इतनी मेहनत करिए. Offer ना मिले ठीक है, but they should not make fun.
We were very okay that okay if we don't get offers it's fine, but once you get in,
Yeah.
you're like okay somebody say no. Like, I was like someone just say it's okay.
But
And
did you
then
get
all
what you
five
wanted?
said.
Yeah. So then the pitching happened, and then the question answers. So it's very genuine and authentic.
Yeah.
That also you have your apprehension would be very genuine and authentic. Everything is. Then they genuinely want to understand our business. They have a lot. They prod. They ask a lot of questions. It's going on. Almost 1.5 hours later, and then like when Aman says, "Acha, I'll give you offer." Then you're like, "Okay, chalo, kuch." ठीक
Now
है.
it doesn't matter what happens, at least
Yeah.
someone said it. It
Yeah.
validates the work we've done till
Yeah.
now.
But do you understand the whole equity startup VC? All of that, did you understand?
Yeah, we had done one round before.
Okay.
Like we did like a seed fund. There's a seed fund called Campus Fund. Unke साथ we had done like a small. We were always bootstrap profitable, but we were very curious about this investment की दुनिया कि क्या होता है. So like and Campus Fund, the founder also strategically also makes a lot of sense. She has done a lot of B2B sales, enterprise pitching, converting all of that. So
And they were the first dorm room funders, so student entrepreneurs. So that was nice as well, like taking a bet on like us when we were still students or working on it.
So that round
was
gave us
nice.
a lot of experience on equity, dilution, liquidation, all these things we sort of. So I think that also helped in Shark Tank. So we were familiar with this world a little bit.
But did you get the money?
Yeah, so everything. So it's
It's not a fake thing.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But due diligence and everything.
due diligence.
takes
That's
time.
It's a long
yeah.
process for sure. It's a long process, and then so due diligence gets over, and then it's like
That someone should innovate. Someone out there needs to make these DDs like a
fast.
नहीं होगा ना पैसे ले रहे हो ना आप किसी और
one
के
day
साथ.
thing. It's so
Yeah.
long. I feel like someone has to innovate here and do something.
They are actually, yeah, that's right. Like there are funds who are USPs that we close SHAs in like 10 days, etc. But anyway, so I think that was a due diligence happened, and there were 3 investors, so you coordinate with all of them. But I think Shark Tank was very helpful in the sense a lot of our business got cleaned because you have to find out documents. इतना कुछ सफाई हो गई बिल्कुल. We became so much well aware of our own numbers. I feel all those things are we were able to pitch ODR not as a legal concept, but as a very non-legal person can understand.
But from a business standpoint, how was life after Shark Tank?
Uh,
Like most of the D2C brands see a 3x, 5x, 7x kind of a jump in sales, and then
yeah,
it
I don't
settles
think so.
down.
We saw like that. It was not. I won't
I
say
don't
this
think products will always have like a
higher.
much,
Yeah.
like a bang
like
like
but
that.
but more individual cases, individual filing
Individual
cases.
really, individual
For sure.
picked up. I think because we also did the individual product because we thought this is a great time to sort of market and experiment whether this will work or not. But on the enterprise side also it was very helpful. A lot of these banks, a lot of large banks sort of came to the website, filled the business inquiry form. We saw some 2,000, 3,000 requests, almost 6,000 I think
Almost
queries.
6,000. Without having to travel to Bombay or Delhi, it felt like we did one pitch meeting with.
तो फिर धंधा तो बड़ा.
It's a free marketing slot, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
The inquiries and from different enterprises, different sizes of enterprise, like from a small microfinance in Bihar to like a very large private bank in Bombay, to like logistics companies. All these, I think, they started reaching out.
I think another bonus thing, just another bonus thing is one, to have the decision maker be excited, and the other is to have the rest of the team who are actually going to be using the platform be excited about working with
Your
Sama.
mediation school.
And then sort of have like a bunch of lot of lawyers reached out to us. A lot of lawyers.
And
law
everyone
students.
resonated with the problem. They're
Yeah.
like, कि बहुत genuine problem hai. We also think,
It was also a breath of fresh air because we like whoever watches the episodes, they understood कि yeah, another so and so brand, and then suddenly you come and like ऐसा भी होता है. Like it was because it's a world which is like a black box, right?
It is.
I think what do you call lawyers and non-lawyers? Like, civilians don't understand, right? Civilians don't understand.
Yeah, that was another big bonus. Like all the employees' families, our families understood what we are doing after watching the episode. They were
Our
like, "Achha."
relatives understood. That was so good because they think I'm a lawyer who has never seen the inside of a court.
Yeah,
so what kind of lawyer is she?
So
Yeah, got it. I think we've had a very casual tarika wali conversation about a very serious topic. But I think hats off to what you're building. As I said, breath of fresh air on Shark Tank as well. I want to say that more Samas come up, but more competition for you probably. But I think there should be more of these things like that. And this 426 years should become whatever, 42 years, and we should be able to do it. Thank you so much for being here, and see you. It should be like secretly recording cameras.
Do one thing, you keep like our visiting cards here so that all your guests who come and they're like, we need a lawyer, you'll be like, hey.
Yeah, but hire me then.
She's like, no, don't leave for me.